Hello everyone, Don with Resolute Outdoors here. Recently I went to a wedding, wanted to kind of go over what I EDC'd for that wedding. I think wedding EDC has a little bit more nuance than your typical EDC, just with the wearing a suit and kind of a more formal garment. There's more considerations, and I think it's something that's not talked about enough. So I wanted to kind of go over what I had with me on the wedding day. So first thing is knife here. Now this is an Opinel number 8. I had this knife actually already in my suit coat from times past, so that's why I took this one. But I think this knife here, or any sort of traditional style pocket knife or Swiss Army style knife, is a good option to have. And the reason I say that is because you want something that's slick that can go into a pocket of your coat easily. I prefer to carry everything in my breast pocket typically. Not everything, but my knife and multi-tool and some other items here I'll show you later. Just because your pants are thinner, it's just more comfortable for me to have those there than to have them actually in my front pocket, my front left or front right pocket. But the Opinel is really nice because since this is all wood and there's not really any liners or anything, your only metal is up here on this lockup, which is a super strong, nice lockup on the Opinel. But since you have mostly wood there, you actually get a lot of blade for a little bit of weight. This is a lot lighter here. This feels a lot lighter to me for the size blade you get with the Opinel than you would with a Swiss Army knife. I'm not trying to compare these, like I say, I'm trying to compare these two, but so the Opinel is nice for that as well. You get more blade for the weight. You get a lot less. You got a lot less tools though. You just get just the blade, where you get a lot more tools on this. But I think the Opinel is a nice choice for that. But any kind of traditional style knife like that or a Swiss Army knife would do perfectly fine in that case. As far as multi-tools, you really don't need a lot. And then Leatherman style PS. I've done a review on this in the past. I could put a link down below if you're interested. Super small. You can kind of see in comparison to my hand and my ring here. Pliers, scissors are here. It has a screwdriver and nail file here. Tweezers, and this little slot here is tweezers. Then your carabiner serves as a bottle opener. That's a nice one to have with you because you're probably not going to use your multi-tool, to be honest with you, when you're EDCing at a wedding. But having that super small, lightweight package, this is hardly anything, and you get a lot of capabilities for a little bit of weight. Next thing I carried with me, and I think this is something maybe people forget about, but if you're going to a wedding and you have hair, you probably want to look good for pictures and everything else. So having just a simple comb. My suit coat has a pocket for a comb. I don't know if that's a common thing with suit coats or not, but having a comb with me was nice. I don't think I actually used it, but if I did, it would be nice. If I needed it, it would be nice to have a full-size comb instead of the other comb I'll show you here in a little bit. But to have an actual dedicated comb for your hair. If you're gonna look nice, just try to look nice. Also, for my EDC for the wedding, I had a handkerchief. Not this one in particular, but just a handkerchief. Handkerchiefs are really nice for anything, really, for cuts, or for if your wife or girlfriend tears up, or you spill some water. I've used handkerchiefs for everything from wiping off swings at the playground to cleaning up spills or anything like that. And actually really use it more as a rag than anything. But you get a lot of options. They're easy. They can go in your back left pocket. They're just hardly any weight. Really important to have. I think most men should carry one of those all the time as well. Especially important for a wedding if someone tears up or they have a spill or something like that. Also, I carried my wallet with me, obviously, and my keys. I'm not going to show those because I've showed those in the past. But in my wallet, I carry the Hedgehog multi-tool. I've done a video on this before. This comes with me all the time. You have your actual, you can turn nuts with these here. A couple other things in a bottle opener here. Not a lot of capabilities. I mostly actually carry this for the comb, and that's what I use regularly in this for my EDC. Obviously a little bit redundant here, but this comes with me, and it does give me some more capabilities with some washers here. And then I could use some of this as a pry bar in this corner, as a screwdriver or a pry bar if they needed to. That would save some of the wear on my knife. And then also, this isn't really durable enough to use this, use the screwdriver here as a pry bar. That's not really going to hold up to anything. This tool is holding up well. Kind of do a kind of an update on this. It's got a little bit of warp from sitting in my pocket, but overall it works great. mostly for the comb feature on everyday life, but been pretty happy with it for the money you pay. Really hard to beat. So one thing you might notice is lacking in my EDC is a concealed carry piece. Now, to be honest with you, I can't remember if I actually had one for the ceremony or not, but definitely for the reception, I did not. And this is something I wanted to talk about. I think that isn't talked about enough, is that if you're going to go to a reception or a party where you're going to drink, you might want to think twice before carrying something like that. You know, I'm not a lawyer. This isn't legal advice. Isn't legal advice or anything like that, but you know, depending on your laws or anything else, you probably don't want to be carrying when you're drinking alcohol. And if you do, just to be aware of your laws, and if you ever would have to use that tool or anything like that, you know might have some extra scrutiny on you. So I didn't carry a firearm with me for the reception, and I'm not sure if I did for the ceremony or not, to be honest with you. But so I don't want to say for certain on that. But especially for the reception, I did not, and I wouldn't in the future carry one either. I think that's something you should all consider. Anytime you go to any sort of formal event where there's going to be alcohol, or any event where you're going to have alcohol at all. So appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Don with the Resolute Outdoors. This is the wedding EDC. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, I'll see you.